Hello everybody, welcome to Pound Zero. My name is Amelia and this is Weight Loss in the News. Part of my lunchtime break every day, I read the news.com.au website. A lot of people do. But I found this week there did tend to be quite a number of stories that were in the news regarding weight loss. So I'm just going to run through 3 stories that I came across and found mildly interesting to give you a bit of an idea of what is currently in the news, what may or may not work for you. You could give it a go yourself. First up, I came across a story entitled, "Apparently the key to weight loss success is a big breakfast, a reasonable lunch, and a small early dinner." Now, of course, this is something my grandmother always used to say to me. I didn't always listen, clearly, or I wouldn't be on a weight loss journey. This, I think, is the epitome of the breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, dinner like a pauper. It does say that for years we've been told that weight control is about calories in versus calories out, which is, all the time. Move more, eat less, keep on top of our metabolism by eating small, frequent meals. New research has now suggested that we've got it completely wrong, specifically with meal timing, and less frequent eating is linked to long-term weight control. The diets of more than 50,000 adults in California were analysed by researchers looking for dietary patterns that were linked to weight control. A study has been published in the Journal of Nutrition found that a number of the meals adults consumed, along with how long they went without food overnight, eating breakfast, the size of the meals, and the timing of their largest meal, were all linked to lower BMIs, which is your body mass index. Those who consumed just 1 or 2 larger meals compared to those who ate 3 or more had lower BMIs over time. And it also seems that a long period of fasting overnight is an effective way to manage your weight. Individuals who had long periods overnight without food, more than 18 hours, had lower BMIs than those who only had 12 to 17 hours. I suppose you're asleep for most of it, aren't you? So you really wouldn't notice unless you are absolutely famished. As expected, breakfast eaters had a lower BMI than breakfast skippers. But more specifically, those who ate their largest meal at breakfast had significantly lower BMIs than those who ate their largest meal at dinner. So the idea is that we flip what we do know on its head, basically. Where they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, this actually means it. You need to eat it and you need to go large, ultimately. Eating breakfast is crucial and it is the bigger the better. At the end of the day, eat dinner early. The longer we give ourselves as an overnight fast, the better. Of course, this is a little bit of trial and error and you need to figure out what works for you and what works into your daily regime. And then if the story finishes off with essentially what an ideal day of eating would look like. Being breakfast at 8. I think most of us are out the door by 8, but anyway. 2 egg vegetable omelette plus 2 slices of whole grain toast with avocado, vegetable juice and a small coffee. Lunch at 1 p.m. with 2 cups of whole grain pasta and a small tin of tuna and a large salad. And dinner at 6 with 100 grams of white fish and a bowl of vegetable soup. That doesn't seem unreasonable. You couldn't do it daily, that would be so boring. It does give you something to think about if you're not following a guided diet plan and you are trying to go it alone. Maybe this is something you can consider, like upping the early morning with a few more calories, a few more carbs to actually make it through to the day and work backwards to a much lighter, smaller meal early in the evening. The second story I came across, in surprisingly the same day as the first one, is about a woman named Kerri Sackville and how she tricked herself into being fit. This I found a little bit interesting. She says that in the past few months she has started exercising. She has gone from being out of shape to being exceptionally fit, that she's almost superhuman. The photos of Kerri, however, do show her to be quite slim to start with. So this is purely about fitness and not about weight loss, but they can go hand in hand. She states that she hated exercise and had been an exercise pariah all her life. I can appreciate that, absolutely. She had tried quite a number of exercises and hated just about everything. She tried the gym, jogging, Pilates, yoga, swimming. But this year she has been reformed. So what does she do? We'd all like to know, wouldn't we? She says she tricked herself into exercising, which is not her secret at all, but it took her a while to realize what she was actually doing. There is a strategy that has been described in 2004 by Catherine Milkman, an associate professor at the University of Pennsylvania. Milkman published a story of what she called temptation bundling. The linking of a should, something necessary but unappealing, with a want, something unnecessary but enjoyable. I'm pretty sure we can all do that. There's all something, we all have our vices. Milkman instructed a group of participants, college students, to go to the campus gym. Some were given audiobooks but encouraged to listen to them only when they worked out. And some were given no incentive to exercise at all. And some were forced into temptation building and only given access to the audiobooks when they were at the gym. Oh, so the ones that could only work out, ones that had nothing at all, and ones only when they were at the gym. So I suppose that's a bit of a difference. You don't always have to just work out at a gym. Those with access to the books only at the gym made 51% more visits than those in the control groups. Kerri said that she wasn't part of any study, but she did actually end up doing this temptation bundling completely by accident. For her, it was podcasts. She's hopelessly addicted to various programs. Again, I can appreciate that. But she couldn't listen to them while she was working or with the kids, so she began walking just to have an excuse to listen to the podcasts. That could work. So before she knew it, she was walking up to 45 minutes a day, marching up and down hills, climbing stairs, rounding bends. The exercise itself was barely noticeable because all she focused on was the podcasts. By combining something she loved with something she dreaded, she created motivation and turned the whole chore of exercise around into something quite enjoyable. So she does recommend that anyone who does struggle with maintaining exercise throughout their life entertain the notion of introducing temptation bundling, because it just might work for you. The third story I have for today is about a young lass by the name of Chloe Longstaff and how she lost 45 kilos without following a diet. She's a 23-year-old who has lost 45 kilos, hates diets, and has revealed in the story below how she actually lost the kilos. Her wake-up call when her brother was engaged to be married. She was supposed to be a bridesmaid but struggled to fit into the dress. Before losing weight, she was a bit of a binge eater, gorging on biscuits, chocolates, chips. She weighed more than 100 kilos, and at just 162 centimeters tall, it was quite noticeable. She does admit that dropping the kilos has not been easy, and I suppose anything worth having shouldn't be easy to get. In the early stages of weight loss, she would still have binge episodes and have a cheat night where she would have pizza for her cheat meal with a side of fries, garlic bread, and something sweet afterwards, which would often just undo everything that has been done this week. I've done the same. Completely relate. It's like everything. You work so hard during the week. You have that one cheat meal that just goes on forever, and you do literally completely undo every weight loss thing that you've done that week. You go straight back up to where you were, and it's mildly devastating, but you keep doing it for some reason because the food is so tasty. Gotta change the relationship with food. That's what it's all about. She did not have weight loss surgery, take any pills, or take any shortcuts whatsoever. She has lost all her weight by following a healthy, balanced lifestyle consisting of healthy food and plenty of exercise. She counts calories and logs her meals in a food diary. just to ensure that she has a calorie deficit over the week, meaning that she makes sure that she has more calories to burn than she consumes. So have a look at the photos of her on the news story. It's an absolutely amazing transformation. She's incredible. When she began losing weight, she put herself in a healthy mindset. She just had to believe in herself. And that's all you gotta believe you can do it. Self-doubt is so terribly debilitating. Since she started losing weight, she would eat healthy for 80% of the week and treat herself for the other 20%. She'd indulge on chocolate, pizza, and wine over the weekend, but would go back to eating healthy on Monday. This isn't her idea of a diet. In fact, she absolutely hates them. So it's just being mindful about what you eat, what you're consuming, make sure you can burn the calories as well, and just being aware of yourself and what you're putting into your body. A link to the story is below, and a link to her Twitter account is down there also. So these are the 3 stories in the news that got my attention this week, and I thought I would share them with you just in case you're interested in finding out yourself. Links to all 3 stories are in the description below, and of course if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button on your way out for more weekly videos of a variety of things that I go through while on my weight loss journey. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. Links are in the description below. And here I just throw up anything that I find useful, motivational, or just generally appealing during my weight loss journey. And of course, until next time, be healthy and be good to each other. Bye. Let me just fix my game. So as part of my lunchtime break every week, breakfast is the key. It is where they say breakfast is the where they say breakfast is the but it gives them food for thought. Those with access to the books only at the gym made a 51% pizza for a cheat meal with a side of fries and a garlic When she began losing weight, she put herself